In this video, we'll take a closer look at the PDF3D.io command line option for directly creating batch conversions and other scripted methods for converting 3D models to 3D PDFs. This is just one of three ways that PDF3D.io can be used. The command line option is one that we'll see today. Further, it's got a .NET component or a dynamic library interface for programmatic operations. And thirdly, it's got a RESTful I/O server that can be used on a remote server to send 3D models and retrieve PDFs from. So today, let's get started with how the command line system works. So there's a command line program that's provided called PDF3D.io.exe, and we'll see what kind of arguments and setups can be used with that. The main way it's used is by XML. The XML standard is outside the scope of this video, and there's many resources on how to edit, create, modify, and manage XML. So to start with, we'll create a small XML as an ASCII file called .pdf3d settings. In here we'll have a group. Once we set up the type of XML, we'll have PDF3D parameters group tag inside here, and then we'll set up another couple of tags for our basic conversion. So in this example, we'll first of all set up an assembly tag, and that will basically set the file name of our input file, in this case a step 3D model file of a bearing. Then to specify where that's going during our conversion, we'll have an output file name, and here we have bearing 001.pdf as our desired output file. So I'll just save that edit, and then we'll go over to a PDF3D.io command prompt, and I'll say PDF3D.io.exe, and then put the file path of this PDF3D settings file we've just saved on the command line and hit return. Once that's completed, we can open the resulting PDF and have a look. So by default, it's a simple portrait A4 page, and it has the 3D bearing model sitting inside it, pretty much filling the whole page. Okay, we can do a little more than that. So the next step, let's add some specifications of what the output page should really look like. So I'll just paste in some code here to save you watching me type, and we'll specify basically that this is going to be a new PDF that's going to be generated even if one previously existed. We're going to set up the page size and the margins of where the view should go on this page. So I'll just save that edit and then rerun our batch file command line argument to the program, and now we can open our new PDF, and you see the alternate page size and the margins are set so it doesn't quite go to the edge of the page. Okay, another thing we can do, we can adjust the way the 3D model is converted. So you see up here we have this assembly area where the step file is specified, and just inside this assembly we can set up some additional things. So one of the things we can do is set up the scene options outside the assembly area. Okay, so here we've added a change to the node name in the model tree, the assembly name that'll appear, and also set the opacity to 0.7 so we see partial transparency in the model. And then we set the scene options to open in solid outline mode. At the same time, we can set up the lighting scheme and other attributes to the scene. Okay, let's save that and do another conversion and have a look at that output. So now we can see our outlines and our transparency has been specified. And if we open the model tree, we can see that the scene has bearing 001 as its alternative name. Okay, so now there's a few other things we can add to this. So just after this step file 3D model assembly, I'm going to add an additional assembly to bring in an annotation layer. In this case, a separate file in a separate format, which happens to have 3D labels which line up to annotate our 3D bearing model. So by adding this in, we get both of these assemblies merged together into the same model tree. Okay, let's go over here and convert this again, and then open the PDF, and now we can see our 3D model has been converted, and we have these 4 floating labels telling us something about the model. Okay, so far we've created just a new PDF. It doesn't have anything else on the page, and we can improve that quite a lot by referencing an existing template drawing page design. So what I'm going to do now is go to the bottom here where we have this newer replace tag and our page size, and remove that and paste in template file name, which is an existing PDF called partlist template PDF, and we're now going to use this in placeholder mode, which means that this incoming PDF already is specified exactly where the 3D view should go. And if there are multiple placeholders in there, we can decide which one. So in this case there's only one, so we'll leave that value at first position, and then we'll say on an existing page, page 1, and that should allow us to reference. So basically this existing PDF will be picked up, all of its content will be used for our new output file, plus these two step file and the annotation layer. So let's just save that and now run this again. Okay, we can see in the reporting in the log here that we've picked up the layout from the existing template, and now if I open that, we can see our drawing page, and we can see our 3D model, and our labels have been placed within the central position of this PDF. Okay, now that we've got that pretty much working, I'll just hide this window, and we'll open up our command prompt window and have a look at how we can make a small batch file. So what we can do is take that same command I've been running in this command window, and we can create a small batch command file, run.bat. And it's basically exactly what I've been typing, the PDF3D.io.exe, and the argument on the command line is our XML file. So now all I have to do is run that, and it does exactly the same thing, converting our PDF. In this video I've only shown you a small fraction of the possible XML tags, and there's a reference manual that shows all of the hundreds of possible ones that could be used for animation, metadata, PMI, JavaScripting, and many other types that can be edited within the conversion. To learn more about PDF3D.io, see PDF3D.com.